All right, let's jump right in. We're about to break down a completely new blueprint for growing on YouTube in 2026. So if your channel has hit a wall and you feel stuck, what you're about to hear is the exact strategy to finally break through. So let's ask the big question right up front. Why isn't your channel growing? Well, let's be honest about it. According to this blueprint, it's probably because the tactics you're using are, well, they're obsolete. The very same things that worked just a couple of years ago are now the exact reason you're not seeing any growth. And that really gets to the heart of the problem here. The rules have completely changed. That old idea of slow and steady growth, building an audience piece by piece, it's over. To succeed in 2026, you need a high-velocity approach. It's not a marathon anymore, you know? It's all about strategic sprints. And this right here really lays out that huge shift. We're moving away from that slow and steady mindset. The new game is all about the strategic sprint, these short, super high-intensity bursts that are designed specifically to trigger the algorithm. You can't just make generic stuff anymore and hope for the best. You've got to focus on high-intent velocity. And what that really means is creating content that instantly answers what a viewer is looking for, making it way more discoverable and way more shareable. So what on earth caused this massive change? Well, it all comes down to the new algorithm. And the source material points to one single event, the March 2026 Shorts algorithm update. Now, this wasn't just a minor tweak. It was a fundamental rewrite of how YouTube discovers and promotes content. And here is the single most important concept you have to wrap your head around: high-intensity engagement. This is the algorithm's #1 priority now. It basically means if you don't grab a viewer's attention right away, and I mean like instantly, your video's reach gets shut down. We're talking in a matter of seconds. This quote from the source really says it all. If you don't capture the viewer immediately, the algorithm will suppress your reach in seconds. There's just no time to warm up the audience anymore. Your hook isn't just important, it's literally everything. Okay, so the stakes are obviously really high. So how do you actually win this new game? Let's get into the solution. The first part of this strategy is all about timing. And this isn't just a suggestion. It's a critical part of going viral. It's called the viral window strategy. And here it is. This is the single most important time you need to burn into your memory: 11 a.m. Eastern. And listen, this is not a guess. This is the precise moment when the algorithm is most actively looking for new content to push out to a massive audience. And check this out. This table breaks down the entire strategy beautifully. You've got two windows. First, the primary peak at 11 a.m. That's when you trigger your initial seed audience. Then you hit them with a secondary peak at 11:30 a.m. That's designed to accelerate your view velocity and catch peak traffic. It's a real 1-2 punch. All right, on to the next piece of the puzzle. Timing is absolutely critical, but the second tactic, this gives you what the source calls an unfair advantage. And that's all about mastering new features on the platform. And here's the magic number you need to remember: 2. The strategy is so simple. You have to integrate a minimum of 2 new platform features into every single short you upload. So why 2? Because the algorithm is literally designed to over-reward creators who adopt its new tools first. This is how you force it to notice you. And this framework makes it incredibly simple to follow. Step 1, be on the lookout for any feature flagged as new inside your Creator Studio. Step 2, you have to force yourself to use at least 2 of them in every single video. And then step 3, and this is key, when you notice one of those features is causing a spike in subscribers, you double down on it. It's a super clear way to take advantage of these features before everyone else does. Okay, let's talk about the third and final tactic. Because having perfect timing and using all the new features won't matter one bit if people just click away. This is all about fixing your retention in those first few critical seconds. Just look at this chart. This is what a failing short looks like. You start out with 100% of your viewers, right? But after just 3 seconds, you're already down to 60%. And by the 10-second mark, you've lost 70% of your audience. This massive drop-off is exactly what you have to prevent. So how do you fix it? You run this simple tactical checklist. Did you have a high-impact trigger in the first 3 seconds? Check. Did you post at 11 a.m.? Check. Used at least 2 new features? Check. But now comes the most important part, the retention audit. If your analytics show huge drop in those first 10 seconds, the diagnosis is clear. Your hook is just too weak. you have to go back and fix it. So that's the blueprint: timing, features, and retention. But the final takeaway from all this is all about urgency. Just knowing this stuff isn't enough. The entire key is putting it into action right now. And this line really just sums it all up, doesn't it? In this new YouTube world, the difference between a channel that's going nowhere and one that just explodes with growth, it isn't talent, it's not even luck, it's the speed of implementation. Which leaves us with one last question to think about. The algorithm is always moving, always changing. It waits for absolutely no one. The only real question left is, will you?